Hi everybody, well it's Monday night highlights time once again. Visitors to the Milton Keynes Arena on Saturday night were of course Leeds Knights. Let's go and check out the action.
To provide humanitarian relief to those in need. Slavia Ukraine.
So now we have a minute's of pause. And now we're going to the
Please remain standing if you're able and respect the national anthems of the United Kingdom and first the national anthem.
so two national anthems this evening. First of all, Ukraine, followed by the British national anthem. Starting netminders for this evening, wearing number 31 for Leeds, Sam Gospel of course. And in net for Milton Keynes Lightning, it's Matt Smittle. Sam Gospel somewhere in the region of 94% save average now. And Matt Smittle in the last few weeks has had a few cracking games. But these games between these two sides have been tight all the way through the season so far. Although just a few weeks back up in Leeds, Leeds really took charge on their home ice and were our winners in that one. So Lightning will be looking to make amends this time round as we go down for the first face-off of the night. Left-hand side of Sam Gospel's goal. Chase down into the corner. Brown with the initial early touch as well. He's going to be a handful, Kieran Brown, of course. 90 points on the season, 46 goals. He's going to punish you every single time he gets the opportunity, Kieran Brown. Cleared by Lightning once again. Zajac had a bit of a finger injury, I gather, which was what was keeping him out a little while ago. Brown gets around his man easily, fires Leeds into the lead straight away. 16:26 to go, and Leeds take the early marker through Kieran Brown. Great bit of skill to get round his man. Fires it low. So, hello to Abby, Ansel and Dave. Abby's missing the first home game in 5 years tonight due to COVID. So they're watching on the Lightning stream. Hello to you guys. Fingers crossed you recover really, really quickly, Abby. Barnes scores. Picked it up. Wrist shot. Beats Smittle, left hand side. Leeds double their lead, 7:35 gone, or 7:35 to go, beg your pardon. Well picked up by Barnes, fires it left hand side past Smittle. To be fair, Smittle had a lot going on in front of him there, taking his eyes away from the puck. Griffin trying to lend a little bit of support, but arriving just a little bit too late. Later on the ice to replace Wallace. Norris just gave Barnes something to think about there as he made that pass. Solder. Cross ice to Zajac. Back to Solder. Under 3.5 minutes remaining in this first period now. And pretty much end-to-end stuff, but it's, at the end of the day, it's Leeds have got the 2 goals on the scoreboard. Stewart gives it to Norris and couldn't quite control it. Great opportunity that for Lightning. 3:07 to go. Lightning almost opening their account for the night. Fine goalwards, it's the inside of the post this time round. Puck is still loose. Can't do anything with it this time round. There's going to be an interference call. Good opportunity that for Lightning. Good little passage of play that 30 seconds, 2:57 to go. Stewart now picks up the puck. Nice and steady for Liam Stewart, goes low, Gospel saves. And 2:57 to go, it remains Lightning 0, Leeds 2. So picked up on the boards now. Cowley, nice little turn away from his man, but there's 2 white shirts there, and Clark Pisso trying to lend a hand. And they all go down. Nothing called by the official. Clark Pisso just wriggles out eventually. Pursued this time by Chilcott. Gives it to Jameson. Coming up to the 2.5 minute mark remaining in this period. Cowley thrown out in front. Field couldn't get anything on it. Now Leeds look to break again. Baldwin there. Smittle needs to get his stick on it. Shudra. Field again. Nice little tussle between these two. Good play that by Callum Field, a 17-year-old from Northampton. Clark Piso. Tripping asked for by the fans, but not given by the officials. I think it was definitely 6.5 a dozen there. I think Clark Piso actually stood on the stick initially. This is Lightning. They've got to get these zones clear. Under 2 minutes remaining in this first period now. 1:45 to go. Davis. Jameson. Chamberlain. Talbot. Talbot with the shot. Comes off the stick of Zajac. Goes into the plexi. Now it's dropped down for Griffin, who's arriving. Shoots wide into the right-hand side. What can Leeds get going now? Lightning fans looking for a penalty again, but I think somebody just lost an edge there. I don't think there was a penalty there to call. Nags. Wallace. Let's go Lightning. Stay the fans. Talbot. Zajac with a stick in. One thing you know you're going to get from Sam Zajac is 100% every single game. Last minute of the first period now. Nags switches sides. Griffin. Chamberlain over there to the right as well. Griffin will take the shot. Gospel covers up. 51 seconds to go. Don't forget, keep your tweets coming in. Sean and Amanda streaming in Wakefield. Hello to you guys. Nice turn from Latham once again. Great hands, Adam Latham. Really great skating style. Pass from Naz goes a little bit of right. Space in front for Shudra now. Goes wide. Norris, just in front of his own bench now. Knows he's going to be running out of time. Baldwin puts the hit on him into the boards. 20 seconds to go now. Russell to Green. Latham to Stewart. Stewart needs to get the shot away quickly into the skate of Chilcott. 6 seconds remaining now. Now Lightning need to get a shot away. Latham, good covered up by Gospel. The buzzer will go in at the end of the first period. End-to-end stuff, but on the scoreboard is where it counts right now. And at the end of the first 20 minutes, it's the all-in-black Milton Keynes Lightning 0, Leeds Knights 2. Mr. Belfie's ready to drop the puck, so let's get on with the hockey. Davis against Stewart for the first draw of the second period. And it's Davis who wins that, although Latham almost got a stick in straight away. Talbot, Cowley, Chamberlain, Stewart and Latham. Sorry, beg your pardon, Wallace.
He receives 2 minutes for slashing. Penalty time at 35:53.
Confirmation of the penalty.
2 minutes slashing, 35:53. The away penalty box is
Talbot
sponsored
now.
by Smith Skips.
Gives it to Stewart on the blue line. Talbot again. Nice little passage of play this. Tim Wallace circling around over the left-hand side, waiting for that one-timer. Bobbles up. Wallace couldn't get out there quite quick enough. Stewart. Good penalty kill that from Shudra. And now Leeds will clear their zone. Goes down the far end of the ice, and they get a couple of pairs of fresh legs on the ice in the form of Davis, Chilcott, Baldwin and Hazeldine on the ice as well. So a full four-man line change for them. Wallace. Chamberlain gives it back to Wallace. Over a minute gone on the power play. Stewart with the shot all the way through. And Gospel saw that quite late. Talbot gives it to Cowley. Drops it out front now. Sam Talbot out front. First goal for Lightning. Power play goal, of course. That'll put Leeds back to full strength. Well worked goal out by Lightning. I have to say it's been coming in this period. They've picked up their play. Cowley just drops it down front. It's quite simple for Sam Talbot. Ghosting in front of Sam Gospel. Puts it past the Leeds netminder to half that deficit with 2:48 remaining in this second period. Face off right hand side of the Leeds goal this time. Leeds win it. They have an opportunity to clear their zone. Zajac will just look to run the clock down as far as he can. 25 seconds remaining on the power play, 19 seconds remaining on the period. Have Lightning got this in the tank? Lovely little skate there from Clark Piso just to cut out his man. Another shot comes in, hits the plexi at the back. Latham, and it's another goal! That's the equalising goal for Lightning! They did it last week! 6 seconds to go! Another late goal in the period. It's Adam Latham. Breaks the score level. Power play goal, of course. Shot came in on the plexi. Latham just brings it all the way round. Just digs it in. I think that's taken a deflection off one of the defenders. But with 6.1 seconds to go, Lightning score their second power play goal of the game. It's 2 apiece. Clock's running down now. What can Lightning get going? Latham with the shot. And it was Adam Latham that beat the buzzer last week or the week before. Almost beat the buzzer again. What a period for Lightning. First 20 minutes it was Knights in control. But at the end of that second 20 minutes, the game is all square. It's the all in black Milton Keynes Lightning 2, Leeds Knights 2. Referee Alan Bicknell's ready to get this third and final period underway. Stewart it is who wins that opening draw for this final 20 minutes. Wallace now. Just drifting in, gives it to Chamberlain. Nice little one-time pass and opportunity there for Talbot once again. Now Wallace. What can he do? Good save by Gospel again. Nags. Lining with more than one chance opportunity to put themselves ahead here. Chamberlain just skipped away from him. Chamberlain again. What can he do? Trying to drop it out front. Wallace again. Trying to work it round to Chamberlain. Griffin doesn't overcommit. Good play that from James Griffin. Chamberlain again. Turns away from his man. Wallace. Cowley arrives from the bench. Cowley with the shot into the legs again. Bit of rough and tumble going on around here. Zajac and Chamberlain getting tangled up, and they'll go for a bit of pushing and shoving on top of Gospel. And this is where we get the frustrating penalties coming in. Well, very much little and large there. Nothing called by the officials, but they weren't letting each other go. Chamberlain shaking his head. And Chamberlain is indeed going to take a penalty for that, as is Sami Zajac. And Leeds have got to know they're in with a shout of some silverware come the end of the season when we look into the playoffs. Norris, beg your pardon. He scores! He goes in, top! And beats Gospel on his near post. 12:19 to go. Even-handed goal, of course, 4-on-4. Great goal that. Sean Norris picks it up, goes in, goes high on Gospel, just beats him. That's rare. But at the end of the day, Sean Norris is who picks up his 27th goal of the season. Lightning take the lead for the first time tonight. Cowley gets away from Tate Shudra. Clark Pizzo now. Definitely gets away from his man. His arms and everything going in on Clark Pizzo. Pushes it goalwards and maybe get anything on it. Cowley tries to drop it in for Field. Brilliant play by the Lightning captain. That's absolutely phenomenal. Field! Great save again by Sam Gospel. Flat out on the ice, spreads out the right pad. Brilliant save. 9:33 to go. Now the pace has stepped up once again. Knights realise they've got to step it up to get back into this game. It's only one goal though. Nags drops in nicely. Talbot fires it into the boards and there's no one there to cover it, so Christie's caught in two minds. Doesn't move towards his man. Shudra with the shot! Great goal, equalises for Leeds Knights. 9:09 remaining and Knights are level. Great shot by Cole Shudra. Did exactly the same last time Knights were here, I think. Send the laser in. Blindsided Smith a little bit. Got it round Christie. It's 3 apiece. .09 to go. So we go again on the face-off. Lightning looking to press again, but this time round Leeds will come away with it. Zajac looking to start that again. Looked like it was offside then, but nothing called. Barnes with the shot. Goes high, wide and over to the right. Zajac. Under 8 minutes remaining now. Both teams looking for this breakthrough. Solder. Traffic in front of Smithsell, and the tip goes in. And that's Brown again. It was a good tip. Just took it away from Matt Smittle. Knights take the lead once again. Milton Keynes Lightning 3, Leeds Knights 4. The Soldier just pushed it through. Brown with the tip. Solid touch on that. Enough to redirect that down into the bottom left-hand corner. Past Smittle. 7:37 to go. So Lightning make their way back out. Smittle remains on the bench, so with 1:39 to go, Lightning have the empty net. 6 on 5, of course. Stewart. Gives it to Jameson, gives it to Wallace. Wallace fires it all the way across. The Lightning have got to be so tight on this now. Puck scrabbled down in the corner. Cowley. Puck bubbles out in front this time round. That goes all the way down. That's going to go wide into the right-hand side. Jameson. Dispossessed again. Lightning can't get hold of the puck. Under a minute to go now. Good recovery by Stewart. What can Lightning get going now? Drop down to Chamberlain. Penalty coming on the play. .44 seconds remaining. The Knights captain is going to sit for 2 minutes for tripping. Can Lightning just get his final effort? Can't keep it out in the zone. Cowley. Shot comes in and it comes off a stick against the post. Well, that was almost a good save by Tim Wallace there. Hit his glove and then went over. Now the noise starts to rise. Shot, it comes in. Almost beats Gospel down by his right-hand side. 20 seconds to go. Jameson can't get the puck through. 13 seconds. Wallace. Lightning have got to shoot. Gospel down by his near post again. 5 seconds remaining. It's going to be the points are going to go to Leeds Knights. They're going to hold out as the buzzer goes. Knights do indeed take the 2 points. Cracking game and a brilliant end to the game. But at the end of the day, it's the All in Black Milton Keynes Lightning 3, Leeds Knights 4. Well, an absolutely cracking game of hockey, and Lightning will probably be disappointed not to come away with a point from that one. After the game, I caught up with Lightning head coach Lewis Clifford. Cliff, I guess when you've got tight games like that all the way through, it looks so even. It is disappointing to go down by that odd goal.
Yeah, I think the start cost us tonight. Obviously, we went in 2-0 down at the end of the first. Won the rest of the game. If it was a 40-minute game, but I've said it far too many times probably this year. It's not a 40-minute game. If we'd have had a better start, we would have got something out of that game. But you can look at situations towards the ends of the game, but we'd already put ourselves behind the 8 ball, and we need to make sure that doesn't happen again tomorrow night.
The chances were there, weren't they? The chances were coming all the time. I mean, obviously, Sam Gospel gets man of the match, with some outstanding saves. So certainly, 3 saves from Tim Wallace in that final period alone that, Tim, I would have probably thought would have been buried anyway. But the chances are there. So you take those positives into tomorrow night, right? Yeah,
I think, there's no time for sulking. This time tomorrow we will be back on the bus on the way back from Leeds. There's things we could have done better tonight for sure. We didn't. We got what we got. But yeah, their goalie did make some unbelievable saves. A couple from Sean, like you said, a couple from Timmy, a couple from Stewie, a couple from everyone really. I have no idea what the final shots on goal were, but I'd like to think we probably outshot them by quite a few. Certainly outchanced them by quite a few. But it is what it is. Fundamentally, that's a good team over there. They work hard. They're fast. So are we. And tonight they just got the rub of the green a little bit, I think. I don't think there was much in it outside of that.
No, I think you're right. But, you look at the way Leeds, like you say, they are fast and they forecheck really high and really rapidly, don't they? They're very dynamic in that kind of area.
Yeah, I think LD were hesitant at the start of the game and they come hard. I can't quite figure out exactly what they do, but there always seems to be a guy there just clogging it up, just making it difficult. And if you don't think quick, if you don't get to the puck quick, think quick, move the puck quick, all of a sudden you've got nothing. And you're sort of walking down a dead end. And that happened to us too much in the first period. I think we figured it out later in the game. We were getting pucks up the ice to our forwards and letting them wheel and deal with the puck. And we did quite a good job of that second and third period. But fundamentally, like I said at the beginning of the interview, our start cost us.
We mentioned last week, obviously, mathematically, Telford are still catchable, but, do you go into every game now sort of one eye building the guys up for the playoffs and just trying to gain that momentum as we go through?
Yeah, I think that the most important thing for us at this time of year is, to go into the playoffs feeling good about yourselves. And we've got, 3.5 weekends to make sure that's the case. The playoffs is a different animal. I think we've got everything we need in that room. Like tonight, we could have won 6-2, or we could have lost. Like we did. I think we're a bit too much of that team at the moment, where it could have been this or it could have been that. But yeah, you know what? It all starts again from zero. And some of the teams lower down the table certainly will be looking to cause upsets. And we've just got to make sure over the next sort of 3.5 weekends that we find our groove, and when that first puck drops in the playoffs, we're ready to go.
I mean, we talk about hockey, we talk about sport, and nearly 2,000 people again have come to the rink tonight, and they've had a brilliant night. They've been entertained by a great game of hockey, and we're well aware of the fact that going on across the other side of the world right now, people aren't so lucky. They're not, there's some awful things going on at the moment in Ukraine, and it sounds like you're going to have a busy week this week, because the Lightning family, the fans and Leeds Knights fans, held a collection tonight down here to contribute to the fund to go to the local Ukraine campaign. It was brilliant to see them here tonight. It's over £10,000,
Yeah.
and that's before you can't start counting all the items that have been donated that you're going to have to get into a van and take this week. It's been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know that figure until you just said it, but it doesn't surprise me. I say the same thing every time we have any kind of appeal. The generosity of our fans never fails to amaze me. Like you said, we're not, we're lucky compared to some people in the world and what they're going through at the moment. We've got our freedom. We get to come here on a Saturday night and watch sport and go to bed feeling safe every night, and those people don't get it. So I'd just like to say a massive thanks to everybody that was in the building tonight, both our fans, Leeds fans, obviously both sets of players, because £10,000 doesn't change anything, but hopefully it can help in some small way to, if it helps one person, two people, then great.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Cliff, thanks as always for chatting to us. Go well tomorrow up in Leeds. All the best.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Well, once again, as always, many thanks to Cliff for taking the time to chat to us after the game, and thanks to everybody involved in the Ukrainian fundraising appeal over the weekend and the last week or so. Thanks for buying raffle tickets, thanks for entering the draws, thanks for buying the merchandise, thanks for having all the collections and everything as well. Collectively, you all raised over £10,000, plus all the donations that are going to be sent out to Ukraine to help everybody in need as well. You are absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. 7 o'clock face-off next Saturday. Sheffield Steel Dogs are in town. Have yourselves a great week.